There we go. Alright. Alright. So, OBS is telling me we're live. So, hello. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna move Twitch onto my phone here and make sure it's good to go so I can see chat while we play. I'm checking out the Inscryption Demo tonight. That should be a good time. It looked really cool. It's from the guys who made Pony Island, which is one of my favorite indie games. It's really neat. So I'm looking forward to this. It should be a good time. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Tyler. I'm a game designer. I'm working on a board game right now, and by working on it, I mean it's done. It's hitting Kickstarter next year. It's called Moxie: Journey of Monsters. So I'm interested in all sorts of board card and video games, and kind of decided to take a break from working on Moxie a little bit tonight because I saw this demo launched and it looked really interesting. So yeah, I'm just gonna check that out tonight. Should be fun. There it is. Found it. Mobile dashboard. Fantastic. So, where to put this? Professional streaming. Where the heck can I put this thing? Here. Note to self, plan ahead in the future. Be an adult. There we go. So for the first time, you guys can also kind of see my ugly mug a bit more. I got a light going on in the dumbest way possible. I'm not really sure what I can do about the light in the background kind of being annoying. It's very bright today for some reason. I don't know, it's just the weird way that the camera's positioned or what. I really should just buy like a light for in front of me. But instead I've decided to basically start a YouTube video of just a white screen on my Switch and have that display on my TV and have that shine on me. I guess that's front-facing lighting. That works. So I've booted up the game. As you'll see here, it's all just kind of black screen right now, black void, with a little play button. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop on into it. Let's give it a go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do it. Oh, looks like there's someone in the chat. Hello, how's your night going? You're just in time. We just started, so this should be a good time. Yeah, so best of my understanding, this is just a horror card game. It's by guys who made Pony Island, so I mean, to be expected, another little horror indie adventure. I'm a big fan of horror, I'm a big fan of card games, so it should be fun. Alright, let's do it.
Okay, time to figure out what's on this thing.
That's what I'm thinking. Some sort of projector. Ooh. So is the story then that, like, we found a tape? Is this like the opening to Yu-Gi-Oh? The second episode where Pegasus sends us, like, a mysterious VHS and then it's gonna suck out our soul? So it's the menu. Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting menu. Okay. Dialogue, text speed, that's probably fine. I'm going to just leave all this as is. Resolution probably fine. Volume's probably fine. Sure, let's just... Interesting. So, new game is busted, and the only option is continue. Sure. So we found like an old game? Yep, sure is loading. Okay. Spooky. Oh, hello. How you doing? Another challenger. It has been ages. Okay, so you don't recognize me, so... Okay. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Alright. His eyes go back to normal when I click for just a minute, so that's interesting. Don't tell me what to do. I want to play this wolf card. Ah. Little blood symbols, maybe? Alright, alright, alright. Sure. Interesting, okay. So it costs 1 blood, sacrifice must be made. Alright. Was it? I mean, it was a squirrel. I'm not sure squirrels can have honorable deaths. Yep, sure don't. Oh, it's jiggling. Look at that bell go. Okay. Sure. Makes sense. Okay. Interesting. Oh, okay. So it's not about dealing a certain amount of damage, it's about doing more damage overall. Like a greater difference of damage. It's kind of interesting. So that would make me win. Okay. Wait, was that his hand? Stoats hands away my coyote. So if I had to guess, he's gonna punch, do 2 damage here, and I'll kill his coyote. No, okay, so no counterattack damage. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you're always granted squirrels. So our wolves cost 2 right now, and our stoat has 1 HP left. If the stoat attacks, it will kill the coyote, but then anything he plays, including a squirrel, will kill our stoat. But if instead we draw a squirrel, we can play the squirrel, sack it, and replace our 1 stoat with a wolf. But we also don't know what we draw. Why not? It's a tutorial. It can't go that wrong. Let's just draw the card. Okay, that's fine. I mean, our stoat still kills your coyote. It's fine. 1/6. All right. Click. Interesting. Thank you, strange creature. I very much appreciate that. Cool. Free squirrel. Interesting. So you're never out of squirrels, so you're never out of like sacrifice material. So when building your deck, you can kind of keep that in mind, I guess. You don't have to like worry, oh, squirrels don't have any attack power. Okay, interesting. But basically you don't have to worry about like filling your deck with stuff that's only there to be sacrificed. You can just put in cards with a cost because you can always draw squirrels for free. I doubt that's going to be a good idea. I suspect there's probably cards better than Squirrel that don't have a sack cost, but I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to throw down Wolf because he has nothing in play right now. Interesting. Okay, so... Oh, I thought it wasn't removed from my deck. But it's not here. Okay, well I don't understand that. I guess I'll shove this down. And I'll just ring the bell. Alright. I would hope not, game. Thank you, strange creature. Sure. You were lost deep in the forest. Looks like a card game roguelike progression. A little watchtower. It's kind of cool. Oh, I'm playing. Okay. This is very what's the game? The super popular roguelike. The card one. Shoot, I forget the name of it. Slay the Spire. It's very Slay the Spire-esque. Oh, what's happening in the chat here? One sec here. Come on, there we go. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright. Left or right? Let's go right. An undying cat. Sacrificing the poor beast doesn't kill it. Ah, that's what the symbol is. Interesting. Okay. The caustic adder, damage from its poison bite is always lethal. It will also always die. I think the cat sounds... Oh, it costs a sacrifice, though. Huh. Also, I think the cat can be killed, because it's the sacrifice symbol, so if he punches into the cat, I think it still dies. That seems like a lot of time. But this costs 2, and I already have so many things that cost 2 in my deck. I think the adder's probably better, though. Oh, interesting. Okay. Some of the creatures of the forest seemed willing to follow you. Abandoned sack. Sorry, what? Okay. What? A squirrel in a bottle? Interesting. They're like one-use items, I guess? By stumps and this boulder. You were sleeping? What the heck? That's so interesting. I don't want to see your moves ahead of time. What is this? Okay. What is it? He's gonna play a wolf cub? Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm just taking a look, relax. A squirrel's created in your hand. A squirrel's defined as 0 power, 1 health. Why would I ever... Oh, so it's if I make a bad draw. Okay. anything. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess I just play this, right? Sure. Oh, I'm not limited to what I can do. Oh, that's interesting. Right, I can play more than one card. That cat's a lot better than I thought it was. Whoopsie. Well, this adder's gonna kill that thing eventually, so that's not a problem. Sure. Alright. He's gonna play this bat here. It's gonna do 2 damage to anything I place here, so summoning a wolf here is a bad idea. There's nothing I can do about his wolf cub here. We have the adder already. There's 2 wolves in here. It's a 2/1, requires 2 sacrifices. I think the answer is a squirrel. Like, sure. Like, and more. Okay. Okay. I don't think I like this WASD system to look around. It's kind of annoying. So I've got 1 squirrel on the board already. I'll need a second one to summon this river snapper to kill that bat. I guess I could sacrifice a stoat, but I think the game doesn't want me to. And I like him, so let's not. Looks like he's not going to do anything, in fact, so we're just going to play a squirrel, shove him there. We're going to play this river snapper, set this squirrels, play it there, seems good. Click the bell, break that, kill the bat. Yep. Okay. I mean, the game just feels more like a puzzle game than a card game right now, because I can see what he's going to do in his next turn. Like, for instance, he gets his wolf. Sure, give me a squirrel. Shove a squirrel here. Yeah, summon the adder. Sure, there we go. There. I would agree this one is. It will literally kill anything. And then he's just skipping turns, so I guess we'll just start drawing cards. I think he's just out of cards, so we'll just kill him very slowly, I guess. There's no actual reason to play this squirrel. Interesting. So at top of it's also their HP. Okay. So the wolf cub is the wolf, but with only a 1 cost, which is pretty good. But it has to live a turn. The Sparrow, on the other hand, does a damage every single turn. This game has Terran in it, which means if I shove the Sparrow behind a boulder, to the best of my knowledge, there's nothing the opponent can do about it. So they'll just end up taking a damage every single turn until the Sparrow dies. The Wolf Cub just becomes a 3-2, which is pretty easily killed, but it also kills things in return. But I already have 2 wolves. Let's Sparrow. Ooh, Obelisk. Strange stones. Choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Ooh, that's exciting. Okay, so it's like purging cards from your deck. Alright. Oh. Why from only these 2? I'm not actually too worried about this. It's probably better than I think it is, because it can kill stuff like the turtle, etc. But the most dangerous things we've seen so far don't have very much HP, so sure. Sure. Ditch it. Selected a healthy host. Sure, let's pump the Sparrow. Oh, it's some sort of card upgrade system. The soul of the adder now lives in the Sparrow. Interesting. Don't know to what end that's gonna matter, but I guess we'll find out. Behold my totem and inscribes my canine cards with the airborne. Great! I love it. Flying wolves. I mean, we get to cheat too. I mean, we got... Sorry, mate. Alright, so he plans on playing this coyote and this bat. Both are going to be flying. The bat's more annoying. I'm pretty sure that he only has flying. It's not a big deal. Did I get a draw? Or we did. Okay, so turn 1 you don't choose anything, you just get that. Good news, buddy. You get a... Oh, nope, we can't block anything, in fact. Good news, buddy. You get to kill a coyote. It's gonna be fun for you. No, I didn't forget. I just can't do anything about your dudes. You haven't played them yet, so I can't kill them. No matter what I do, you're gonna take... I'm gonna take 4 damage. Yep, and we'll just summon the stoat. Yep, sorry, man. I'll take 4, thank you. I'm aware. Love it. Okay, let's see here. We need to do 1 damage to that coyote. The river snapper could do that. This wolf, though, can do it too, and his flying stuff isn't going to hit the wolf in this game. We're not... Okay. So we can use one of our squirrels in a bottle. Because that squirrel can't actually kill the coyote, and we really need to summon something. So I think... we die if we don't do something. We'll kill the bat, but then the coyote kills us. So, squirrel in the bottle. And we play the wolf. It's not playing anything else though, so cool. And go. he's playing a wolf cub. Yeah, okay. Once again, there will be nothing we can do about that, so we just draw a squirrel. We just hold on to the squirrel and we press the button. On the plus side, back to even. So now we just draw a second squirrel, and then we just play both squirrels. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from death. If we play this River Snapper to the left, do we just win? I think we do. Should be 5 damage, right? Yeah. Done. Thank you. Click, click. The heck does this mean? Huh. I wonder if that means we already have one copy of it? The creature posing a card bearing the sigil loses 1 power. It has no attack power on its own though, so kind of irrelevant. It's just kind of a wall. Just another wolf. Once again, this little symbol. Wonder, again, if that means we already own it. We could take the skunk though. If we shove it in front of something with only 1 attack power, it ends up having 0. I guess. Sure. And best case, we could take it and then sack it on a sigil over here. But I don't know what this fire does, and I kind of want to learn. Ooh, small group of survivors. I don't believe you. Oh. Okay. I completely thought we were just gonna eat it. We might be eating it. Stoat seems unconvinced. Sure. Why don't we shove skunk on it, and then if skunk dies, we don't care that much. There you go, buddy. Oh boy, everyone's crazy. So it looks like those are enhancements, which may or may not be a gamble. Unclear. So these are enhancements where you sack something to combine its abilities with something else. And these ones are just a straight power increase, but it might increase other stats too? Unknown. This is a fight. Grand fur. Okay. He's got great. That was my plan. It's a big grizzly bear. Great. Okay. Do we know how much this tip scales by? We do not know. Okay. A card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing the... Oh, okay, cool. Lucky. Alright. So, his bird will, in fact, punch this. This grizzly bear, on the other hand, will not be. We can just play the stoat over this squirrel. That's fine. Yes? Then you get a punch. You're fine. Okay. I see what you wanted me to block the grizzly. Right, because it attacks the turn it comes in. Gross. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna get eaten by that grizzly bear. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't think it's possible to win this. Those trees are taking up too much room. This is flying, so it doesn't kill that grizzly bear. Oh. Great. We gave the one creature that can't damage another creature Touch of Death. I might just be just a tad dumb, just a little bit. Because I'm pretty certain that's how that works. That I just straight up cannot possibly hurt that bear with this thing. I guess we'll try though. Like, what's the worst that happens? It dies? I already know it's gonna die, it's fine. Alright. Well, enjoy dying. Yep. Yep. That's death for us. Nothing we can do about that. Shove that there, and then I can sack it for a skunk. But that's irrelevant because skunk is bad. So we'll do a whole 1 damage there. Yeah, okay, we lose. Interesting. Yep. Fetch me the candlestick from the top of the barrel beside the door. Huh. Okay. This is weird. Hammer. Some sort of wand. Darkness. What the heck was that? Hi. Can't click them. Locked in this little thing. Interesting globe. Okay. So he wants that. I definitely wasn't expecting this. This is weird. Some sort of unknown image. Clock. It's very escape roomy. Interesting. Is that a hand? Cool. There's all the villagers. Interesting. He wants me to grab him that. And what if I want to grab this one? Guess I cannot. Okay. So Stoat said something about it being around a way for us out of here in this room. But I'm pretty confident I'm not going to be able to actually... I'm aware. Yeah, I don't think we have any way of actually figuring out this puzzle just yet. So I'll just go ahead and play along. This council doesn't seem to be lighting anything up. Sure. Your hand is ginormous, by the way. Where's the table at? How do I sit? There? There we go. Sure. Man, aren't you edgy? Yeah, you're gonna use our lives as burning candles that are going out. I'd never name something like that. Nope. Definitely would never use that that sort of trope to do Yep, never. Definitely didn't name the capital city of my new board game after a fraying candle wick. Nope. Definitely didn't do that. Thanks. Okay, so you have lives per run, I guess? Interesting. Exploration. And the other's turn. A card bearing the sigil will move in the direction described in the sigil. He moves to the right, huh? Does 2 damage, moves to the right. Kind of makes it hard to block with him. Or you could attack do straight face damage and then use it to block, I guess. It's still not going to do anything against grizzly bears, though. So I think these little mushrooms indicate that I have them as part of my deck already. Boy, I sure do wish that Sparrow... I had put that poison on anything else. But I didn't, so we're here. I guess we'll... take a Sparrow, I guess. Sure. If... sure, thanks, buddy. So, sack something, and then it becomes a triple sacrifice. I wonder how much this tips the scales, because if it tips it enough, we could just insta-win. I think the Black Goat's the safer option, but it'd be really fun to be able to cheese this boss using just these. But Black Goat it is. There's nothing beyond this page. Sure. Did you put a mask on? That's awesome. That looks really cool. Alright, buddy. Alright, Mr. Prospector. I wonder if this means he has 2 lives, so I have to beat him twice. If I had to guess, that's probably what it is. So he's playing a pack mule. It moves to the right, but I don't know how that interacts with his coyote. Put that there. Sacrifice Sparrow. The worthless Poison Sparrow. And that'll be it. So he punches me for 2. Cool. He couldn't move, and so he swapped directions. I think that's what happened. Okay. Interesting. So we're gonna need a squirrel. And then we can use that squirrel. Play a wolf cub over against boulder. Nothing we can do about that. Once again, it's just going to transform and I can't stop it. Because to the best of my knowledge, there is no way to destroy a boulder. Summon a wolf here, I guess. That guy's gonna turn into a 3-2 eventually and start punching that. I'll need this guy to be alive that long, so sure. How does this work? So he's gonna play that, and it's just gonna stay there and keep bouncing back and forth doing nothing, I guess? Alright. Interesting. Why did you move? Oh. Okay. Well, whatever. It's gonna be a 2-1. Once again, there's not really a lot I can do about that 2 damage. This isn't going to go through either. Then he's going to have a 3-2, which is going to punch this boulder. I think I draw a squirrel. And then I pass. Yep. Alright, so that mule's gonna move here. But when? I don't quite understand how this is gonna work. I didn't catch that before. That's how we slowly kill our skunk. No, our skunk will kill the coyote, because I forgot we powered him up, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. So what's he gonna do with that wolf that you want to play there? He passed turn, move that pack mule over. That wolf's still just hanging out there, and will kill my sparrow next turn. This is now an open spot. There's a wolf that's coming down, which is going to be a 3-2. I can kill one of his wolves by sacking my skunk and one of Sparrow or River Snapper. Probably Sparrow, who's going to die anyway. But then I'll take 3 damage. If I sack River Snapper, I'll end up with only my wolf attacking him. If I draw a squirrel, I can play the squirrel here. Sack the squirrel and the skunk. Or the squirrel and the River Snapper. And play it here. Kill the wolf. And then my sparrow will die. Then I'll have no cards in hand. But I won't have lost right away. Alternatively, we are currently at... we do 4 damage to win. We're going to do 1... He has 2 lives, though. He has 2 lives. Let's draw the squirrel. Let's find out what this does. Oh! Oh, it ripped out our teeth. Lovely. Interesting. So we did 1 damage to him by ripping out one of her teeth. Neat. I feel like the skunk's better than a river snapper. That mean? Like avoiding it? So the end of his turn, the mule's going to move here, I believe. Our wolf will eat his wolf cub before it kills our wolf. All we have is this stout. The stoat can't kill his... Stoat can't kill the wolf. I think we just pass. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the way the mechanic worked... Wait, what? What? Game, I couldn't have possibly known that. I forgave you for the bears because that was me not understanding. I didn't know the cards. That was fine. Like... Okay. Cool, I guess. I think we just lose now. Because I can't kill that wolf. That bloodhound has whatever the heck this is. He's a 2/3. The stoat certainly can't kill anything. Can I play this wolf? I don't have grade. Alright. Yep. 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 So I take 3. I'll take 2 from the bloodhound. I can block it with a squirrel or stoat. I guess I'll block it with stoat. Because then stoat doesn't die. Nope, I have to block the wolf. And that does kill stoat. Lovely. Alright, well. I guess I could just drop a squirrel. But, that's worthless. 2 away from death. Make that 3 away from death. Oh boy. Cool. I have to block the wolf, or I die. Like, no matter what I do. Sorry, dude. Yep. Yep. It's just GG. I can block Wolf, but then I can't block that guy, so I just die. Yep. It's cool. Creepy. Ooh, 3D. Being sacrificed. Interesting. This is cute. Okay, cool. So, like, after every run, you get to make, like, a little card that can show up in future games? That's really cool, actually. Sure, I like this really shitty sparrow that we made. So, this card to draw the cost from. I mean, the sparrow. It's the sparrow. Yeah? That's not even a choice. You just pick the cheapest one. Oh, I see. But then it's gone. And the wolf stuck around. Okay. So then I can choose the wolf's 3-2. So I can get a stronger wolf. Interesting. Okay. And now the turtle sticks are... Never mind. I guess... Yeah, I just drew the other wolf. Never mind. I thought I was being clever and I had to, like, choose between the two, and then I would lose the thing of the other one. Alright, well... so we could have a 3-2. We could give it flying, but then it can't kill things. This protects it more. And with only 2 HP, that's kind of a bummer. Sure. Sure. Sure, we'll do Tyler. Yep. The portrait. Interesting. Good gun, right? Oh, did you just take her soul? Okay, so are we someone else now? Bones. Interesting. Cost 2 bones. Okay. Interesting. So that's just a 3-1 with no abilities. Sure. So if we sack Stout, it's a 3-1, then we can play the Opossum next turn. But it's just a 1-1 crappy card. That 3 damage kind of reeks. I vote we block with the squirrel this turn. And then next turn we can sack it for... we can draw another squirrel, sack it for Stoat. Cool. Give me that squirrel. I'm gonna play it there. Then we can sack it. And get a bone. Okay. That was the question. Cool. So now we have 2 bones, so we can summon this opossum later. That's gonna kill our guy. Super unfortunate. Sorry, Mr. Stout. But we can summon the opossum right now. Let's draw a card. What is it? It's a bullfrog. Mighty Leap. Block an opposing creature with the airborne symbol. He's a 1/2. Okay. What do we have for items? Just these 2? Okay. Interesting. Well, I think Stoat just dies, and that's not really a problem, it just is what it is. I don't think the opossum's worth summoning yet. Oh, no, it is, because he can't kill it, because he shows us what he does before he goes. So we just shove him here. Yeah, okay. Okay, interesting. Yeah, then he kills Stoat. Sorry, buddy. Not talking to us anymore. Sad. He's a 1/2. So now we can summon this bullfrog. Click. Cool. And then we just punch him to win. Neat. I'm done what to do. I did see them earlier, though. Is it gonna be all screwed up? Oh, I only have the one option? Alright. Sure. Four bones. Cockroach. Interesting. Oh hey, how's it going? Scrub Lord Birth. Okay, so like my thoughts on the demo so far. I really enjoy the atmosphere of the game. It's really, really cool. There's a couple of nitpicks I have. Particularly that although the game like sort of presents itself as a puzzle to figure out every fight, because like they show you what their next card's going to be, etc. At least through the tutorial, when fighting like that first boss, just sort of seemed straight up unfair. Like I don't know if you were watching, if you caught that, but like after you phased him and it took out all his health for the first time, there was zero indication that he'd have an ability, what the rules for that were, and his ability was just straight up killing my dudes, that all the dudes on the board. Had I known that, I might have been able to plan for it a little bit better, and it it was a really bad feeling because I was already kind of playing from behind, and the moves I was making were making me feel kind of clever. Ah, yeah, it seemed that way. The grizzly bear one especially felt that way. The second boss with the miner felt winnable, but it felt a lot less winnable after he phased and suddenly had that happen. Yeah, so this still feels like a tutorial. They just introduced bones, so yep, seemed that way. So the second like boss, the actual boss with the prospector is also a forced loss. Like there isn't actually a way to win that. Because as I was playing through it, I was wondering if I replayed the game again, if there was like a hidden Easter egg or something for winning that fight. Because it sort of felt like it was winnable if you had info prior and had built your deck that way, like to combat it. With a glitch effect followed by getting swarmed with 4 grizzlies. Incredible. That's fun. Neat. Yeah, I remember Pony Island had a lot of stuff like that too. So I imagine this game probably has a lot of those little like hidden Easter eggs and such. The cockroach feels like the safest bet. And I like that it's basically just an infinite sacrifice every time you get 4 bones, so I think I'm gonna go with this. If you know the secret of the boss, you can beat it, but I think you're supposed to lose the first time. This tutorial... Ah, okay. That's the thing, though, is I really don't like that the bosses have secret abilities. When the game otherwise tries to present all the information to you. Like, when a card has a new ability, it's not like, ooh, what is this? You have to see it once to figure it out. It's just, oh, hey, here's what the ability does. Or, hey, this enemy is going to play this card next turn in these spots. It doesn't... Elsewhere in the game, it doesn't feel like it's, like, hidden or random, like stuff you just have to learn. But for some reason, the boss was. And given that you have to put in, like, half an hour of effort to get there, and then losing just through pure I didn't know I was doing kind of deal isn't a great feeling when the rest of the game isn't built that way. It just feels like a turn, you know? If the whole game were that way, where like it was clear the first time through it you're supposed to be learning and game knowledge is part of it, something like Cuphead, right? We're getting better at the game in that way, was more of the experience, it wouldn't have bothered me. But because the rest of the game, it seems to be trying to play fair, so to speak, it really felt like a turn. I like that the boss has an ability once you phase it. I think it's cool. It just doesn't feel great to not know what it is. Oh, okay, so we can stand up whenever we want. Alright, so clearly this whole... Ooh, this is new. What is happening here? Interesting. Hints in their design would be tricky. So, like, the Prospector I would have never guessed would turn my people into gold. I would have guessed his ability to be more like finding gold for his board or something that he could then like sacrifice for creatures or use as walls. Turning things into gold is more of like a Midas touch sort of ability, which doesn't feel very prospectory. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. It's... If they want it to be a secret surprise, it just feels weird that this is the hill they want to die on for it. Like, they want that to be a surprise, but not the rest of it. I don't know. That's tricky. Alright, so you can stand up whenever you want to try to solve this little escape room puzzle, it looks like. Unfortunately, escape rooms aren't my particular forte. Oh, is that right? I haven't seen any of the trailers yet. I just saw that this game uh, released a demo. I thought it looked really cool because I remember they were previewing it with like a, I forget what it was. Was it like a Game Jam game or something to that effect? It was like a prototype where it was just kind of a cool concept that looked neat. And I just knew it was something I wanted to play, so I tend to avoid all the media for it. Alright, so there's some sort of cool Easter egg here. But I don't know how to solve it. I mostly wonder what the heck this is. I wonder if you set up your board this way, like a squirrel on spot 3 and a raven egg in spot 2, if that'll, like, trigger something. I'll keep that in mind if I ever get a raven egg. Yep, there sure is that clock. All this stuff is still locked in. That is the actual appendix. Oh, it's kind of cute that it's next to the game table, because that's where, like, you'd actually think to find it. That's kind of fun. I thought I put this out earlier. Either that always turns back on... Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to solve this escape room puzzle, so let's just hop back in. Oh, is that right? I'll take a look. Why not? Ah! You're correct. I didn't notice that at all. Okay. $273. So I just saw Mighty Leap on one of my cards. Do you know, Scrub Lord, is when you look at the ability in game, is this here? I didn't notice it before, but I wasn't paying much attention. I think I might just thought it was Blood Splatter. So 273. That's super cool. I like that a lot. That's really fun. That keeps it very thematic, I suppose. Like, the board game isn't separate from this. It is actually a physical book you pan through. That's fun. Alright, so 273 would probably be this, I would imagine. And thanks for the hint. I wouldn't have noticed that. Ooh, a card. What's up? That's cute. That's fun. Ooh, I can hit the key. That's really neat. Oh, I love little hints like that for little Easter eggs that way. That's cool. A lot of games have done it, but the one that immediately comes to mind for those sorts of Easter eggs is like the Resident Evil 7 demo. If you had played that, where you like find a VHS tape eventually, and by playing it, you discover like a secret room with a fireplace, and that's when you're supposed to go in. But if you replay the game and you just know it's there, you can actually just get into it early. That's kind of fun. I love little stuff like that for repeat playthroughs, especially on demo games like this, where it kind of invites the sort of replayability for like YouTubers or other casters. I'm not super great at puzzle solving myself, so I doubt I'll be finding stuff like that on my own. But it's really cool because it kind of creates some hype. It gets people talking about the game and exploring all these different secrets and, you know, lore crafting, theory crafting, etc. That's really cool. So now my question is... Oh wait, I just got a key. Right. Yeah, it's probably for this, if I had to guess. Yep. Oh, a game. Okay. Let's see. So this one's just an actual puzzle. Interesting. So if I were to end the turn, I'd punch here and kill that. There's 2 puzzles on the wardrobe, but the other one is easier. Sure, I'll check it out. Oh, it's like a sliding block puzzle. Oh, weird. Interesting. So, like, that's just a 5, right? Interesting. That's so weird. That's kind of a fun way to unlock new cards. That's cool. Don't know what that ability does, though. There's still that. Gold Steel exactly 5 damage. Damage doesn't matter. Cool. So this gets blocked there. This gets blocked here, but I don't know what this ability is. So I could just... Also, you need to go check the rulebook for that ability for puzzle 2. Yeah, it makes sense. Give it a shot here real quick, though, since we're already here. Because this is 3 damage here. We just move this up so that way... Oh, I see. It's locked in place. Okay. Interesting. So that'd be 1, 4, 5? And then this should block here depending on what this is. Let's just see how this works out. And then we can go read the... Yep, that definitely did something. Alright. Sure, let's go check it out. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and assume these are probably stuff in the full game that aren't this demo. Though I imagine a lot of these probably aren't the demo. So that's interesting. Let's see here. Loose tail. When a card bearing this sigil would be struck, a tail is created in its place, and a card bearing the sigil moves to the right. That's why it got blocked. Okay. Oh, is that right? Interesting. Interesting. The black stained pages are for cards that the dealer reacts to seeing with weight. Gotcha. Cool. Alright. So, when this thing is struck, it creates a tail over here. Okay. To the right. My right or the player right? So, like, would it go here? This blocks flying and is not flying. That should work. Right? Yeah, there we go. Those ants, very well. Add them to your deck and make them available for future challenges. Cool. Interesting. That's the lock I closed. So raven eggs, squirrel still. Got everything in here. Interesting. Cool. Thanks for the tips. Those are kind of cute. There's some fun little puzzles actually. All right, why don't we do another round here? All the puzzles or like the gameplay? Because like I've only done 2 of the puzzles. Oh, you mean like the room puzzles, like the escape room sort of puzzles here. Gotcha. Gotcha. Makes sense. So this gives all your dudes flying for a turn. Cool. That does seem really good. This could give you lethal, but only on a full board anyway. This could prevent you from dying. Have to solve multiple times. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's probably the portrait. One second, sorry. Friend freed me. I mean, that was mostly chat, actually, Stoat, but thank you. Interesting. Guessed around the puzzles. I don't know. I think I kind of like going through it at my own little pace here. I think I'll keep giving it my own go. All right, cool. Thanks. I appreciate it. If I miss something super obvious, do point it my way. But or if I'm clearly gonna be lost for it forever, right? But you know, I like to try out a little bit on my own. All right. So he's got 2 sparrows, so they're gonna be flying. We got our squirrel. Lose a tooth, skip a turn. Alright, so stink bug. 1, 2 stink. That's really strong for 2 bones. Okay, squirrel, stoat, wolf. It's got 2 flying dudes on the way. Probably want to end up eating them with Wolfie. Okay. So we can skip playing the squirrel for now. Stink Bucket's even better if you infuse another sigil on him. Yeah, I bet. I don't know if you caught it before, but the first run, when the game's in the tutorial about like sacrificing cards, I didn't realize the sacrifice would give the abilities of the sacrifice card to the one you choose to upgrade. So I sacked the poisonous viper onto the flying character, the sparrow, yeah. And it was the saddest moment when I realized that thing was never going to do damage to anything. I'm not confident it could have been worse. That was just a pure waste of everything, of that ability. That's just a little sad, but at least you can upgrade the creature later. Like, at least that 0 can turn into like a bigger number. Like in this tutorial itself, in the very next check, like the little fire, you can upgrade it to a 1. That is quite sad, though. All right, why don't we throw? Does something Stoat here make sense? Stoat can slowly kill one of these dudes. He doesn't actually seem to care if we sacrifice him anymore. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, the upgrade health instead, huh? Weird. The text made it seem like it either sacrificed the card you chose, or it upgraded the attack, but okay, can I upgrade the other one too? That's just sad. Alright, so I think playing Stoat here just makes sense. Because we only sacrifice Stoat later. Thanks, Stoat. Appreciate that, buddy. Oh, is that right? Are they actually... Will they never actually, like, kill your character? They're just kind of free upgrades. I think I'm going to need a... Yeah, I'm gonna need a squirrel here. Sack for wolf. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. But I know you'll be fine, so deal with it. Back in the game. I do love the card's personality a lot. I think that's really fun. Oh, right, then he doesn't have a turn. Okay. Gotcha. So it's not even so much a risk, then. Okay. So the game will never just randomly kill your guy. Interesting. Okay. I mean, it's a risk, but only if you choose it. Maybe I misunderstand then. I'll probably have to see it myself. So, Scrub Lord, given how much you seem to be knowledgeable about it, I take it you've enjoyed the demo yourself quite a bit. Yeah? Deal with it, buddy. Very nice. Very cool. The Trapper may be interested in your spoils. Okay. So the teeth you collect can... It's like a sort of like a meta currency then. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, let's see here. 4 bones for a flying 2-1. That's quite strong, actually. Ooh, Raven Egg. Okay. Nose Conniving into Incubation. Sack 1. Oh, hey, it's me! Look at him go. I was right. He just sort of captures your soul in a card. That's pretty fun. Okay. Okay, so... obviously this card's just good. Like, they seem like they were meant to be good. But this Raven Egg, though, is for this, what I think is this puzzle. So I think I'm gonna go with the Raven Egg. Okay. Alright, so just to be sure I have this right. The Raven's on the left, Squirrel's on the right. Okay. Raven left, Squirrel right. Okay. I could believe it. I had planned on using unique names for each of them anyway, but I do appreciate the warning. That would make sense. The game probably has it like programmed in somewhere, and it might not have a check for like if it has the same name. I could believe that. But I was gonna play it like every person that sits down would be like a different character, so to speak. So I was gonna put in different names for everyone. Can't take more than 3 items, and you have 3. Accept this gift from my friend. I do. I love the death card mechanic. I think that is such a cool, like, such a cool way to sort of remember past runs. I think that's super fun. I love that little bit of game design. It feels like you can make them like really obviously busted cards that way, or at least really good cards that way. But like also it's a fun memento. It's also very reminiscent of like Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's just kind of fun. Hi? Oh, it's a rat. Okay. I'd believe that. prudent pack rat. Never doubt the utility of a well-stocked pack. Okay, so if you're full of items, then instead you get a card. Okay. With some ability I don't know of yet. Let's check that ability out. Why not? So what is your busted death card, if you don't mind sharing a little bit? I'm just interested. Trinket Bearer. When a card bearing the sigil is played, you will receive a random item as long as you have less than 3. Sorry, what? So, like, permanently? Like, every time I play the card, I'll get one? That sounds completely busted. 1 cost, 1/8 with the adder. That is crazy busted. So you just clear their board, basically. For 1 cost. That's completely nutty. I kind of hope the full game has some ability to turn that feature off. If you want to play like a pure run, so to speak. I do love the mechanic. I think it's super cool. It's just like 0 cost Grizzly with the cockroaches undying. So just you get an infinite 4/4. Good job, game. Good job. I love the mechanic, but I do hope it's like optional to turn it off if you want to play a little bit harder. Oh, it's a 4/6. My bad. Yikes. Left Raven Egg, okay. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that sounds completely nutty. Do you know how common are the death cards to get during a run? Like, can you get more than one of them during a run? And the wolf cub on an empty board. So we have an opossum, cockroach. Right, we got this card earlier. The value represented with the sigil equal to the number of ants the owner has on their side of the table. We only have 2 ant cards, so that's not fantastic. But it is still summonable. It is a 1/2. Sure, I don't mind that. We can just shove that on over. Sad squirrel for it. Seems reasonable. You can, but they are insanely rare from card draws. You eventually unlock special types of card draws, and one of them is, hey, choose between 4 death cards. When you say card draws, do you mean card draws to add to your deck permanently, or do you mean card draws from your deck itself? I have to imagine you mean, like, to add to your deck, right? Add to your deck. Okay, makes sense. Alright, punch this for 1. What's this alpha card? It's a 1/2, points left and right. Creatures adjacent to a card bearing the sigil gain a power. Makes sense. Alright. I think in the demo at least there's 4 types of card draws. Interesting. How in-depth is this demo? I had kind of assumed I was nearing the end of it already. That's about to die. He's only playing that next turn. Then I can play the possum for 1 if I want to. I need a new card, I think. Skink is a 1/2 with that weird ability. That's a lot of content. Wow, that's a lot of content. Huh. I guess the game's out in a couple weeks, so it's not like they have to create much content for the full release still. That just seems like a lot to give away in a demo. But I guess you want to show off a lot. And by having a lot of content, you also give people a lot of time to play it for like their YouTube channels, etc. I love it. Yeah, it sounds like something they'd do. YouTube ARG. Very cool. I'll have to look into some of that when I finish up here. That sounds fun. I actually, just before streaming tonight, I caught, is it Inside of Mind? They just did a video on the SpongeBob guy who's been doing all the SpongeBob theories and his ARG. It's the same guy who does the Pizza Cult ARG, if you saw that at all. So that's pretty fun. I think sacrificing worker ant for skink is the right call. What's this ability again? A card bring the sigil. So it creates a... Interesting. Did you check out the Game Jam game? Yeah, that's actually how I learned about this game, was from that Game Jam game quite some time ago. I saw that, which sold me on the concept of the game, because just horror card games sound fun. And then when I saw the demo had released for this, I didn't look into it at all just to start playing it. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so I think we're gonna scrap that worker ant, throw Sigil in its place. Skink in its place, what I mean. I don't remember too many differences. Ooh, spider. Swish? Not swish. I don't remember too many differences. I don't remember the bone system, but it's been a hot minute. Do you have the same theory as me regarding the stoat since you've played the Game Jam game? I don't remember it much. It was, what was it, like some 6 months ago or so? So no, I don't remember the stoat at all. So apologies, but I do not believe so. 2, I can summon no possum. Isn't gonna matter. Okay. Place the alpha. Oh, I can sacrifice the tail, can't I? That's pretty crazy. Oh, and then it loses the ability. Okay. No, I don't have your theory. What is it? Curious. That these like card characters are like peoples whose souls were taken, maybe? So this stoat's gonna be a 2/1. In the Game Jam game, the stoat never speaks, but at the end you have a choice to either kill yourself or kill your child. If you kill yourself, the dealer says how noble, just like the stoat. So the first game's protagonist got trapped in the stoat card. Yeah, I could believe that. He was a previous player whose soul got stuck in there, and he got reincarnated as some sort of animal instead of like how he does now, where it's like your soul trapped in it. I could believe that. So his guy will kill my skink, unfortunately. So I should probably sack it now. Ooh, for pack rat. That seems really good. How can I break that? I don't like this item, so let's use that. Remove a tooth. Great. Easy peasy. Then shove pack rat here. Kill the pack leader. Get that item, which is excellent. Oh, don't get impatient with me. That should be good. All it costed was a tooth. Exactly. Okay, so now he's just a 1/1 dude that we are going to kill this turn. We can summon this cockroach for free, and then we can sack it if we want to. So sure, let's draw a card. This bone mechanic is making these cards feel, the gameplay feel so much smoother than the awkward, like, draw a squirrel every turn for like 4 turns in a row to summon your dudes, etc, etc. The bones really let you smooth out that curve, which I'm liking a lot. Ant Queen. Definitely. Ant Spawner. When a card by sigil is played, an ant is created in your hand. Cool. Okay. So she's a 1/3 when I play her. This cockroach is a 4/1. Sure. Let's go and summon the cockroach. And then we'll sack it for this ant coin. Oh, she costs 2. Oh, let's not summon this ant coin. Once again, infinite loop using the ant spawner ability. Cool. He won't die this turn, unfortunately. Yeah, let's summon the ant queen. We don't want that wolf cub to grow up. So it summons a worker ant. Okay. That's cool. Oh, what I could have done is I could have then used this opossum. We might have had lethal that turn, actually, because we would have done 4 damage, which I think would have killed him. But whatever, I mean, we win this turn anyway, so it's fine. Ah, sure. Hey, Stoat. Sure is you, buddy. Alright, so let's summon the opossum here. And then we can sack it for this ant queen. This worker ant, pardon me. Yeah, there we go. Now we have 4 damage, and that just kills him. Cool. Yeah, I missed lethal last turn, but we got there. Alright, cool. Alright, grab a new card. Let's see here. Elk. When making death cards, another pro tip, don't use cards with sigils for attack power when setting up stats. Any particular reason why? Why wouldn't you just always choose the card that had the best stats at the time? Like, I assume that by default, their stats are going to be lower than a card that doesn't have, like, sigils. But, I don't know, like, if you have a cockroach, or, what's a better example? I don't know, if you have, like, a 1-1 versus, like, a 2-1 with an ability, why wouldn't you pick the 2-1 for the attack power? Leaves no attacking flyers. We already have one in the deck. This sounds busted. Oh. I understand, Scrub Lord. I apologize. I follow what you mean now. Does it, like, default to 0? Or does it actually keep the ant? Ah. Gotcha. Gotcha. Unfortunate, but it makes some sense, I suppose. Sure, grab the mantis. Alright, so we can upgrade or remove a card. We can power up a card, or we can grab an item. Items are worthless right now. We have a card that gives us a lot of items. Wish there was some way to check my deck out. Like, just in general. Hopefully I'm right, it's glitched, so it can get ironed out in the full game. Yeah, hopefully. I would like it if it was just the ant symbol and would work as the ant symbol. Like, it became an ant, so to speak. Let's see here. So this buffs 1 stat at random. This gives an ability. It's not just the ant symbol either. Oh, right. There are abilities I'm not aware of yet, right? That have those sorts of variable stats. I'm gonna go here. Let's thin our deck a bit. I'm not sacking one at you, you're fine. Mirror attack and 10 health, and yeah, mirror attack didn't work right. I assume mirror attack is like the opposing sprites, or the opposing monster's attack power, if I had to guess. Unfortunate. So the answer is Mantis. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's... At least you still had a wall. Like, 10 health is still fine. It's just not what you want. Relax, I'm not sacrificing any of you. Oh, I can power one of you up, though. Ugh, 2 costs for a wall is a little much. I guess it buys you some time with grizzly bears, but still. Let's see. So we're going to power up one of our dudes. Who would be the best here? I believe that just means that when it attacks, so we want someone with high attack power. Just shoving this on a wolf would be pretty good. Because then it's like 3 damage out. Don't have any flying. I have no idea if when this transforms, if it retains its abilities. It also might be good in Stink Bug. Any particular reason why? It wouldn't make this affect all 3, would it? Put it across from 1 attack and it gets 2 free hits to the side infinitely. That's true. Yeah, that's fair. But that 9 damage from Wolf is awfully tempting, though. Oh! Oh! I follow you. Okay. Gotcha. So the wolf wouldn't attack the thing in front of it anymore. Gotcha. That would make more sense on the stink roach then. Because then if it's it can turn off the thing in front of it from dealing it damage and continue attacking. As opposed to the wolf, which will leave it defenseless and easily kill with its 2 HP. I follow. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay, stink bug it is. Thanks for the info. That's actually quite helpful. I will. There you go, buddy. Alright, so we got the tree here. They're gonna send a wolf cub down from this boulder, which I still can't get rid of. Fantastic. We can summon a worker ant for 1. This hand's not my favorite. I think we just play a worker ant at this tree and start punching it. I mean, I'd actually rather start punching him, I guess. Yeah. So we'll shove the squirrel here and sack it for this ant. Sure. Seems fine. Cool. And now that wolf's gonna kill our dude, which is unfortunate. We can sack that guy to get a wolf, though. Unfortunately, we're not actually going to be able to do that. Let's see here. So he's going to throw this wolf down, kill the worker ant. It'll give us a bone. Then we can use the bone and the opossum, sack those 2 to get the wolf out. That leaves us with no cards in hand. A wolf on the board. I'll have a wolf attacking that boulder. And we'll have nothing else. That sounds awful. That sounds really bad. I think we're going to draw a card. Skink, huh? 1, 2. We could sack the worker ant, shove Skink in its place. We then have 2 to drop an opossum over here. Then the skink will live. That seems like a play. We'll do that. Ditch that. Shove Skink there. Then Skink will run. And then we'll have more to sack next turn. Cool. Alright. Yep, okay. Okay, so let's see. So he's summoning an opossum. I do not care about the opossum. That's fine. 3-2, 3-2. It's going to kill his boulder. As far as I know, this game doesn't have trample in it. So we're going to kill that wolf this turn. We can summon the opossum for free. Let's see what we draw. Oh yeah, these bugs are 100% just people who died. 100%. If I had to guess, well, actually, it's strange that they're bugs though. Like, because our death cards aren't bugs. Oh, I agree, for sure. So the Stoat and the Stink Bug for sure, I'd agree. I think the Stink Bug lane just there just kind of gave that away. It kind of bothers me then that we're not bugs. Because that's... Death cards slowly get more animalistic. Oh, so like right away our death cards are people, and then maybe over time they take on the characteristics of how they were in life. That's an interesting thought. Gotcha. If that's true, it'd be really cool if that was represented in game. If like every some number of runs, it would add some like animal detail to your oldest death cards, and then like over time they would take on those forms. So if like 15 runs in, your first death card would be like fully animal. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's see. So he's got a 3-2, 3-2. We need 2 sacrifices. Thinking opossum, sacrificeable stinks, summon a wolf. Seems like a plan. Sack that, sack that. He's playing opossum, I don't really care about that. Summon him there. Ring the bell. It'd have to have its stats completely change, removing death cards from the pool. No, not necessarily. Like, you could just have it pick a random animal with weird stats. Like, it's already going to have a weird name. I think it'd be fine. You don't have to have it change stats to match it, so to speak. Or even cooler, it could actually take on, like, the form of the animal that most closely resembles its stats. That'd be interesting. We have 3. So we could shove him here, and then he can poke there. And maybe that tree? Oh, let's draw a card. And queen costs 2. So we're going to take 3 from this and slowly kill it. Doomsday card with Trifecta Strike. Yeah. Whatever the spoiler card is, I'm going to assume that you're correct, and it'll turn into exactly that. Yeah, something to that effect. So if you get like a 4/6 card with no abilities for like a death card, over time it'll take on the form of a grizzly bear. Something to that effect. I still think, however, the right call is to play the Stink Bug over here. And then we're going to see. I don't think it's going to go over, but I don't care about this 3 damage from the wolf. So far, I don't think it's even possible to get no abilities on a death card. In theory, it should be possible. If the game is actually being random when it deals you 2 cards. If the game is playing fair with the death card creation process and it just deals you 2 cards at random from your deck, you should be able to get 2 cards with no abilities when it's asking for an ability. But it's also possible the game just cheats, right? in your benefit in this case, but it's possible the game just cheats so you don't. Gotcha. Possible. Is the ability the second choice or the third choice? It goes cost, and then was it stat line, and then ability? Ability's third, okay. Because my first death card, it was Wolf twice in a row. Cost, stats, ability, name. Gotcha. Okay, and I do remember I was choosing between two abilities on the third one. So, yeah, okay. So, just one there. It doesn't hit the other way. Good to know. Okay, so there's no, like, fifth one here. You have too few cards in your deck, you only get one choice for each. Yeah, it makes sense. Let's see. So you can kill the wolf. I think he's just dead now. Like, it doesn't matter what we do here. I think I want to keep drawing here. However, on the inverse, once I got 3 choices for my cost and stats. Interesting. I wonder what caused that. Too many cards in the deck, maybe? Too many cards. Gotcha. Interesting. I had like 4 pelt cards. Cool. Okay, so here's what I want to do here, real quick. I want to sack Wolf and Stinkbug in order to throw this out here. Okay, that gives me a worker ant. Shoot, have you found pelt cards? No, I don't. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm not worried about it. The name of it's not really much of a spoiler. So we have to kill this or we're gonna die eventually. We have 4 tokens. We can kill it with the cockroach. Yes. Cool. And we'll draw. Okay, so how do I set this up? I want this guy on the left. You can buy pelt cards using overkill damage later on. You can trade pelts for cards. Gotcha. Interesting. I unfortunately do not believe there's actually any way for me to set up a situation. No, I don't think that's possible. I was trying to set up a situation here where this Raven Egg could be out with the squirrel in the proper order. But I don't think I can clear this tree because I don't have any 0 cost sacrifices, so I think I actually sunk myself here. But that's okay. I'll just do as much damage to him overkill as possible, which in this case is just gonna be 1. So sad Tyler noises, but hey, is what it is, I suppose. This worker ant's gonna have 2 power. You can buy, yeah, okay. There's 3 types of pelt, each one gets you a different type of card. Cool. So if we sack the cockroach, we'll play there. That gets 1. I think we're stuck. So yeah, just 2. Oh well, whatever. No biggie. Alright. I don't know what that is, so let's find out. Different kind of choice now. Choose not a specific beast, but decide the cost that you wish to pay. Sure. Blood, double blood. Bones? Interesting. Oh, I can look at the cards in my deck. Okay, cool. I would like to pay... I want to pay a single blood, I think. Let's try that. I don't know, a Mantis. Mantis is really good for that. Sure. Oh, right, it needs a path, okay. Cool. The pack was full. Hey, buddy. A second pack rat. Well, you're correct, that is always useful. And now this prospector again. Alright, let's give it a go. Okay. Let you keep the smoke. Interesting. You can carry 2 of the different types of card draws. Gotcha. Cool. I love that he just shoves a mask on. That's so fun. Hey buddy, how's it going? Alright, let's see here. Coyote, pack mule. We have a boulder in play. What's the smoke do? It is... When a card bearing sigil dies, 4 bones are awarded instead of 1. And it's a wall. Okay, that feels like a fairly... That seems like a fair trade-off for losing no life, I suppose. It feels like a relevant bonus. Okay, let's see here, You can also sacrifice smoke, making a better squirrel. Very true. 2-1. This guy is gonna get stuck there. Because he can't move over there. Honestly, if they just gave you a squirrel, it'd still be fairly okay. Like, just getting a free squirrel's pretty strong. There's a reason it's an item. Let's see here. So that coyote will kill Stinkbug if I put it there. I could put Stinkbug here and do 2 damage. And then maybe have him die off. Actually, I can't summon Stinkbug at all. Think of it. But I can get there if I really wanted to, but I don't think I do. I can do the same thing with Mantis, and if Mantis dies, it's fine. So let's shove the squirrel down. Then let's sack that squirrel for a Mantis. Alright. I don't think I particularly care about that 2 damage. I think I'd rather have the sack later. So I think we're just gonna leave it at that. Avoid placing Bifurcated Strike cards in the corners. Yeah, I learned that during the last fight. I was testing it out to see if it would like move to the far left line, and it did not. So yeah, makes sense. Yeah, center in there. Strikes for 2, but it's going to die on its turn. We can kill his wolf cub. We can kill his wolf cub if we place Stinkbug here. So I think we'll drop smoke here. Sack it for this boy. No, we have to be careful. So we have to be careful because the moment he dies... The moment he dies, our board's gonna get wiped and turned into gold. So we don't want to go too hard into this. But he is gonna kill Mantis is the problem. He's gonna kill Mantis eventually no matter what I do. That's just straight up how it's gonna work. I can tap this worker ant now by sacrificing Mantis. That gets me 2 bones, which lets me set up Stink Bug in the future. He's at 0 right now? Okay. Okay, so we could do 1 damage, kill that, but then Mantis dies. Or we could just pop that boy. Tough call. I think we'll go with the worker ant play. Try that. Sure. What am I looking at there? A mole. 0-4. Burrower. An empty space would be struck. A card bearing the sigil will move that space to receive the strike instead. Okay, so it's sort of like the guard that was there before, where... Except that was when it was placed, and this is when it's going to be struck. So it's basically like a taunt for the player. Okay. And that's why it's just a 0-4. That's really good. We're gonna need some cards. Should have drawn a squirrel, actually, come to think of it. Whoopsie. Oh well. See, I love you. We can summon Stink Bug, but now we'll just get hit by this wolf, which would be great. Would be great. Yeah, I've noticed that. That's fine. His cost is showing us what he's going to be playing, so that's fine. He's less of a player in this game and more of like... So like, I know you weren't here for it, but when the stream started, my very first thought was I was annoyed that the dealer was going to show us what he did on his turn. I've kind of come around on that. One, because the game wants to be more of a puzzle game, but also because I stopped thinking of him as a player and more of like a DM, if that makes sense. So it's less so that has like a hand of cards and is playing them out using the same rules that we are, and more just he's telling us what monsters are appearing, and the weird system that we're using to play is like via a trading card game. Oh, okay, fair enough. I think I'll pop this squirrel. And then we'll pop the squirrel to summon this skink, I think. Yep, there's that mole. So that mole's gonna move to block the worker ant. This wolf is gonna get stuck by the pack mule. So... what kind of card do I need here? I have bodies, I just don't have... yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. So I need that skink to get struck eventually. This is gonna get stuck because the worker ant's gonna attack. Okay. I can force it to move though. But if I kill the worker ant. But I kind of want the worker ant. Ah. Okay. That's unfortunate. I guess it's kind of okay. It has no attack power. There's not enough ant cards yet. I suspect the full game will probably have more, but who knows. I think I'll just pass. Because he shouldn't really get much out of his turn. It can move to the right because it's the end of his turn. Oh. That's fine then. Yeah, that's totally fine. Because his turn's gonna go move down, attack. Oh, is Skink gonna get stuck? Oh, that's unfortunate. So Skink's not gonna be able to do anything. That kind of sucks. I can sack the ant though. If I sack the ant, then it might be okay. Most move effects don't trigger if they can't move. Yeah, that's kind of why I figured. If I move the ant, then it'll still trigger though, which is what I need. He'll still kill the tail though, so it's just kind of a free block. But I mean that's fine. This ant queen, no matter what I do, is only ever going to be a 2. I can draw a... Right now it's only going to be 1, if I think of it. Let's see here. We're at -1. I can summon the stink bug to this place for the worker ant. Then he'll attack here, doing 1 damage, moving the mole. Attack here, doing 1 damage, and moving the mole again. So the mole will survive. I really want the stink bug to be around during the next round. That's when things will get annoying. Dang it. If I summon... I can't summon the ant queen here and keep my people alive. Unless I sacrifice the stink bug. Or I sacrifice smoke, but I kind of want to save smoke for then. Let's try another card. Again. Yeah, this was telling me it was easy last time, jerk. Okay, so we didn't get a bone. So that's annoying. Part of me just wants to get rid of this ant. I like the atmospheric noise for Prospector Boss. I agree! It's a nice touch that they add. The atmosphere in this game is really key. I do really, really enjoy it. It's kind of a cool setting. So this is a 1-2, blocks flying, you're a 1-3. I think I'd rather play the bullfrog. Sure. So we'll sack the worker ant for now. Summon you there. He'll take 1-2 damage, and then the wolf can't come down. Sure. Cool. Then the wolves suck. Okay, so this turn, we're going to attack. The mole will die. Skink will attack. He'll take a damage, and we'll go to 0. I think we just draw a squirrel for now. And pass, I think. So I'm okay with that outcome. Yep. I'll take 1. Hot. And that moves down. Attacks, take 1. I move move over, summon the tail, it dies, get a coin for it. That's still stuck there. And now I have to do 2 damage to that. Using nothing. Alright, draw a card. There we go, perfect. And we used that earlier. Fantastic. So we can swirl, sack Skrink, and the whatever, to kill that wolf. So we'll have the squirrel, and we will summon Pack Rat by sacrificing the skink and the squirrel. Summon Pack Rat here, getting a 3rd item. Absolutely insane. Boss has one thing that I do really hate about the demo. You can't do another run unless you lose because the game saves right before the fight. Being the prospector force closes the game after a trailer. Oh, I see. That's kind of annoying. I kind of understand why they do it. Like, they want it to be a demo, right? So by giving it like a credit sequence and like an ending, then it's sort of, how do you say, by giving a credit sequence, it kind of gives, like, puts a nice bow in the package for like a more normal player who isn't going to play the demo like 20 times, you know, like a handful of times. It just kind of makes the demo feel complete and be like, hey, go check out my game, you know, at the end of it. So that kind of makes sense, I suppose. But I understand the frustration if you do want to play again, because it's like, oh, I won the run, but I can't just start another one. You have to like reload it, then lose the final purpose to like do another run. I gotcha. This is what I want, yes. He's going to summon nothing. So I just need to stop summoning things. Because the moment that I do the damage, he will just phase over. So we'll just pass. Not all the content in the game. If you want to see all of the content in the demo, but the demo doesn't necessarily want you to see everything. It wants you to experience enough of it to get you invested. And if you've experienced the game enough to be able to beat the first boss, I think from the designer's perspective, they're like, okay, they're probably sold on the game by now. And if they're not, then nothing else we show them probably will. You're fine, I understand. I get it. I get it from a designer. Like, it just kind of makes it feel like the demo feel complete. But it is very frustrating as someone who does want to keep playing it. But, like, clearly, you're already sold on the game. I'm pretty well sold on the game, too. So, like, for you and I, we want to play it more, but we're going to buy the full game anyway. I don't know. I understand why they did it, but I do agree it's a little frustrating. I think I'd prefer if they just brought you back to menu. Or, like, put up an option like exit game. Or even better, they could force close the game, but then when you restart it, it, like, create a save point post-prospector kill, so you could start another run from there. Actually, they probably have to do it this way, because in the full game, I'm sure you continue on past the prospector, right? Past whatever boss you face. So if they don't just cut it by saving at prospector, they're not going to like continue the run, so to speak. Interesting. I don't know. I kind of get it. Alright, so then we kill him here. Ah, not yet, my bad, but whatever. Pacquiao moves. Reach a point where I just kind of, oh, I'm on the final boss, pass turn. Oh, woe is me. Yeah, it makes sense. Oh! That my mute. That's cool. Alright. Yeah, go ahead. No, I didn't. That's right, you weren't here for that. I did not kill the mule. It got stuck, and I ended up dying before I could, like... I think it got stuck in that corner where that location was. I forget exactly what happened, but for some reason I didn't get to kill it in time. So no, I was not aware that there was anything in it. Really? That's weird. I wouldn't have expected that. But I guess they do have an attack value that's just blank. Alright, so now he has a Bloodhound. What's this do again? So when I place a card in an opposing space, it will move to it, but only while it's in play. And it's not in play. So I should probably go ahead and use, like, Alpha, right? Because it gives a bonus to those guys. Yeah, makes sense. Sure, so we'll go ahead and just draw us a squirrel. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and sub in the Alpha. Also, the fact that Alpha costs bones is really strong. Yep, I agree. Because otherwise my option is like playing a dude, but then I just get stuck and have to waste time while this slowly kills like my things. I guess it kills in one turn, but you know, same difference. I actually won't be able to kill it next turn, I believe. I don't think I have anything with 3 power. Oh, I just drew my wolf. Okay. Well, I just drew a wolf, at least. Alright, Bloodhound boy. You better get him. So we're gonna do 1-2 damage this turn. Yeah, this fight's just kind of over. Okay. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Alpha and Gold Nuggets on their own win. Yep, certainly seems that way. Oh, you're correct. They actually do win immediately. I forgot on that shift it kills Bloodhound. Sure. We'll just shove that smoke down, I guess. Oh, it's Stink Bug. It's funnier. Come on. There we go. That is an excellent point. Card games are always that way, aren't they? When, like, you have lethal on board, but you're so caught up, like, trying to solve a different problem that you just miss lethal. I don't know if you play any other card games, like standard TCGs, but, it certainly has that same sort of feeling. Oh, Alpha plus, like, Dual Strike is insane. That's so strong. Neat. What is this feeling? Oh, gotcha. Stuff like Slay the Spire, etc. I gotcha. Monster Train's super fun. I really enjoy that game a lot.
Hey there, card gamers. I'm...
Oh yeah, ARG lore. That's fun. What the heck? More ARG stuff. Cool. Oh, that is kind of interesting.
Wow, great video.
That was super cool. That was, yeah, that's fun. Deteriorating, huh? That actually sort of goes more into your theory about about them slowly becoming monsters. Maybe after a certain point, like not monsters, animals. Maybe after a certain point, like they'll, like as you said, deteriorate. If they apply that to the death cards, that'd be interesting too. So like your busted death card might only be good for like 5, 6, 7 runs or whatever, however long it takes, and then it slowly breaks down. So the more you use it, the closer it gets to like being removed permanently. That kind of be a way to keep the sort of broken death cards kind of in check a little bit. Oh, I know. I'm saying if eventually the deteriorated card, like it actually dies. Like if the Stoat eventually deteriorates to a point that the Stoat dies in the card, maybe the card itself is destroyed as well. Not that the card itself gets worse over time. Like it just is there 1 second and then it isn't there the next. Stoat? Stoat? I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Coat? Boat? Stoat? Stoat. I think I've been swapping between Stoat and Stoat like an idiot, but gotcha. So Stoat. Yeah. This was super fun. Thanks for joining me, man. It was a good time. I'm probably gonna call it a night here though. It seems like a pretty good place to wrap it up, and it's 5 a.m. here, so I think it's about time to call it a night. Yeah, so for those of you who catch this on YouTube later, or for you Scrublord, if you guys are interested, I am a game designer. I've got a board game coming to Kickstarter next year. It's at dicegodgames.com/Moxie if you're interested in checking that out. If not, totally cool. But I gotta plug myself somewhere. Thanks for hanging out, man. It was a good time. All right, man. I'm not sure if you're typing something. I apologize if you are, but I do need to bounce here. So hope you had a good time. Check you later.